Greetings, my beloved. Welcome back this evening, Togetherness Media. We're overjoyed to have you. So, on this segment, we're going to be talking to my main man, Jason Farnham. What's up, brother? Can you hear me, Jay?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. I got you loud and clear. I saw you jamming out to the cellos a second ago on your
Yeah.
keys.
Yeah. I was practicing a little bit.
Nice,
How
nice,
are you doing,
nice.
Anthony?
Man, I'm divine always. I'm like super excited to be here with you today, talking with you, my main man. We bring down Fridays the right way when we rock together. So last time we talked, you're going to name a couple of your instruments. Before we go on with today's show, I wanted to know, are we doing a name reveal today?
Yes, we are. We are. I thought about this. And so the guitar is the Telecaster, and I decided I would name her Eleanor.
Eleanor, nice. Why did you end up going with
Eleanor.
Eleanor? That first of all, I love the name Eleanor. It's a name that's always exudes such class to me. Why did you go with
Cool.
the name Eleanor for her?
Maybe because of the reason you just said, like it makes me think of the Beatles, Eleanor Rigby. I
Yeah,
like that kind of '60s kind of feel, and
yeah,
it's like like a timeless kind of name.
yeah.
So
My favorite version of that
that's
song, just by the way, is Ray Charles's version. It's
oh,
ridiculous. Ray Charles's version of Eleanor Rigby is silly, and there's a new one by this group called the Black Pumas that is it's just so rich, like in the tones and the emotional content and the musicianship that they play that song with. So those are two versions of Eleanor Rigby's that are must hears.
oh, cool. Yeah, I didn't know there was a Ray Charles version of
Oh
that.
my
That's awesome.
God, it's ridiculous. Any
I
music
might
lovers
check
out
that out.
there, check out Eleanor. Yeah, and he has that, that gravelly voice, Eleanor Rigby.
Yeah. Oh
Collect the
man.
church after rising the wedding. She lives in a dream.
Oh yeah.
Like Ray. Yeah. Oh,
I'll
look
check
at
that out.
all the lovely. I love Ray. I get excited about it.
Yeah. That's cool. That's like an interesting twist on that song. That's
Yeah, yeah,
awesome.
yeah. It's hot. So, Eleanor. Okay, I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
And did you name the piano?
Yeah, because it's a Petrov, so it was made in the Czech Republic. I
Uh
love
huh.
European pianos. I went with I think it's a Russian name, but it's like Petroska.
Petorska?
I don't
Okay.
even know if it's a real name, but
Yeah.
it sounds like
Yeah,
it should
yeah,
be.
like Petra. Yeah, it
Petros, Pet,
sounds.
yeah, Petra
Yeah,
or Petroska. Petra for
Petroska.
short.
Yeah, Petra for
Yeah,
short. Nice.
Petroska. You like it?
Petra the piano. It
That's right. That's
pops.
right.
It
Yeah,
pops. I like it a lot. All right.
yeah. So you see,
So
I've been hard at work here for you.
thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Between cleaning bathrooms, he had the time to
That's
name
right. That's right.
he had the
That's right.
time to name his instruments for me. But
I think I was thinking about that while I was cleaning the bathroom. I was like, what am I going to name these instruments?
yes,
And
yes.
like,
We call it for those who don't know, cleaning bathrooms is Jason's advice for for a happy wife and a happy marriage. So if y'all want to have a happy wife, have a happy marriage, go clean the bathrooms, and you could do some multitasking while you're in there, like name your instruments as well. So
that's right. That's right.
so Jay, so today, earlier in our earlier segment, we were talking about seasonal depression and depression, the
Mm,
science. And one of the most, there's been so many studies on musical therapy helping with depression, and both of us are people who do music, and musicians, like that's how we deal with a lot of our pain. I say the two types of art that deal with their pain the most through their art are musicians and comedians. That's why so many comedians are musicians, and both of them deal with timing. So that's another reason why so many comedians are musicians. But music, I've found, and I'm sure you agree, has been a way that whenever I'm in a funk, I ended up singing or playing or dancing, and it's oftentimes the best way for me to deal with things when I'm in that state of mind.
yeah, totally. I'm totally with you on that. And I mean, I myself, I think I suffer from seasonal anxiety, whatever that's called, anxiety
Yeah,
disorder,
yeah,
because I
seasonal affective disorder.
yeah, seasonal affective disorder. Yeah, I mean, I don't like when it's raining outside. I mean, I
Hmm.
know we need the rain and it's
Yeah,
important, but I don't like when it gets cold. I don't
Yeah.
like when it's cloudy. It makes me not as happy, and and I can turn to music for that. But equally when it's out and beautiful like today, like I'm just like woo. So I think a lot of people struggle with that.
Yeah. Yeah. So
And I
music.
think music really helps with that, because you can pass the time, you can write some songs, you can record some stuff, and then then it might be, you know, not good outside, but then you're like, yeah, I just came up with this thing. That's awesome.
Yeah. Do you find yourself more often playing to get rid of it, listening to things that you love, or just depending on the time and space, and it's a combination?
Yeah, I'd say like what you just said. It's a combination of both. I'll go to my songs that I love listening to, that I grew up listening to.
Hmm. Who are
And
some of the ones?
bands that I
Who are some of the ones you go to like that can instantly make you feel better? Like what's some of the music that can instantly take you to a good spot?
oh so I grew up and I still love new wave. So
Hmm. Oh, I
I'll
love
go to
New Wave.
Simple Minds. I'll go to Depeche Mode. I'll go to
Yes,
Duran Duran. I'll go to
nice.
U2. I'll go to Peter Gabriel.
Uh-huh.
All that UK stuff for some
In
reason really does
Excess
it for
and
me.
oh,
Yeah,
what you
like
call
those guys.
yeah, some
New
Phil
Order. Is
Collins,
another good one.
some Wham.
Yes, yeah, The Cure. The
Yes,
Cure
The
is a
Cure.
great
Yes,
one. And then and I'll
Talking
put on
Heads.
videos on the TV. Talking Heads, yeah, they're cool.
Yeah.
Thompson Twins, remember those
Yes.
guys?
Yes.
Hold me
Me
now, like that
now.
kind of stuff.
Oh,
It
no,
just makes you
no,
feel good,
no, no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. That kind of stuff. And then at the same time, I'll pick up my guitar, which I don't normally play,
Eleanor.
but I'll be like, yeah, Eleanor. I'll pick up Eleanor, or I'll play the drums. I got this drum set used that I just started playing. That
Oh
is a
my God, drums are
blast.
a great way of letting go of tension.
Totally, yeah. I,
Yeah.
I totally, yeah. Like I'll put on one of my favorite songs and try to like play along with it, and that is a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think that's why
You
the
know.
kids, like parents, like it's always the kids who are super duper hyperactive who the parents end up giving the drum set to. They're like, you need a, we
Yeah.
need a way to get
Here,
this
hit
kid's
these.
energy out. But then they regret it for a minute until the kid gets
Yeah.
good. They're like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? How did you,
Yeah, but
Mom, how did my
what a
drumstick
lady
break?
told.
I have no idea, baby.
Yeah, exactly. You know what a lady told me once though. She's like, I had a son that played. I have a son that plays drums. Used to play drums, and I was like, wow, that must have been really hard. And she's like, no, actually, he was in a band, and it was great because I always knew where my son was.
Hmm. Right?
Because everybody comes to your house if you have the drums. You don't
Yeah, yeah. The
travel like the
drums aren't,
guitar
you're not
player's
moving those
house.
quite as much. Those
Yeah,
traps
it's
have
like,
to
where's
stay
my
where they're
son? Oh, he's
at.
in the basement playing the drums. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's beautiful.
So I was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So some of my one of my favorites like Stevie Wonder is like Bob Marley
Oh,
and
yeah,
Hendrix. Like a lot of those are ones who Marvin. They always get
yeah,
me in a place. Also like and those are artists. I love 80s too, but like those are artists who have a combination of even in their songs of sorrow. There's a sense of hope,
oh yeah, absolutely.
a sense of hope even when they're going, even when their songs about dealing with sadness and hard times, there's still like an
Yeah,
undercurrent that things are going to be okay or that things are going to get better.
yeah.
So I love that. Do you have a song of hope or a song of that would like you think would be beautiful to cheer up our listeners and uplift our listeners? Somebody's going through a little bit of that funk right now, some of that seasonal affective disorder. Do you have something that you could play to get them out of that mode, out of that vibe?
I do, and it's not a fast kind of thing, but it's a kind of relaxation song, if that's cool. It's something I just wrote recently, and it's called.
Okay.
This one has a title. See, I did that. It's called The
Hey,
Sea,
which which called it's
and
called The
it's just
Sea.
an instrumental. The Sea, yeah, it's just an instrumental piece. So yeah, you want to hear that one? It's just
Yeah,
kind of
and by the way, you're getting
you
so
know,
good at naming things, we might have to change your name to Adam.
Adam. Wait, why? What's
You know the
Adam?
story. Adam
Adam.
had to
Wait.
name all the animals and everything. Anyway,
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, I was like, wait, I know this is a biblical reference, but I'm not
yeah,
sure I
yeah.
get it. Yeah, I got it.
All
Okay.
right,
Uh,
so JF is about to play something beautiful for y'all, and it's called The Sea. Can't wait to listen, see, and see as well.
all right, man. Thanks.
Beautiful. That was The Sea by Jason Farnham. Thank you, brother. That was
Thanks.
gorgeous. What was
Thank
the
you.
So you said you recently wrote that. What inspired it? Where were you at when the thought came to your mind when the notes started dancing on your lobes?
Yeah, I was just kind of playing around with my piano. Just got tuned like
Nice.
maybe a week ago, less than a
Would you
week ago,
recommend
and
doing every 8 to 9 months, people? Every 8 to 9 months.
totally, yeah, at least once a year, but even more than that if you're really, if you really hear the difference and you're really into it. If you play it a lot, obviously,
Okay.
but yeah. And I was using the left pedal, the what is it, the una corda pedal,
Mm-hmm.
to get that really nice like so that like mellow kind of tone, and it was just like I was like, this is kind of fun. So I love ambient stuff anyway, and I wanted to put out a Facebook video. Sometimes I do Facebook Live stuff just for, for friends and things. So like,
Mm-hmm.
here's a new thing I came up with just to kind of keep the creativity going, and I was just kind of playing around with this, and then then added the other part. And I was like, hey, that's kind of cool. And then the C title didn't come till later. I just was like, what? Yeah, I got to call. I was putting it on Facebook. I'm like, I got to call it something. So I was like, well, it sounds like the sea, just something
Mm-hmm.
simple. And I was like, it kind of does sound like the sea, like the
Mm-hmm.
ocean could be, nice and calm, and then it gets kind of stormy, and then it gets calm again. So it just kind of worked out. And I need to record it, so I can put it on,
Yeah.
Spotify. I got to do that next.
Nice. So I have a question.
Yeah.
When is there a time? Has there been a time for you that was especially low, where just music just brought you out of those doldrums?
All throughout my life, I've gone through little periods of, I think as an artist, everybody has this kind of thing, like you go through little periods, even in high school, of just like, and normally it was cold in winter, and I would just go and just, again, like listen to those bands we talked about, or I would play I had a little synthesizer back then. I would just kind of try to play along, and that always just made me feel better, so I can't think of like, there's not like one particular time, but there's, we all go through like little periods of life
Yeah.
where we just kind of hit these lows, and at that time you just start digging out your old CD. I mean, I still have my CDs. You dig out your CDs, like, yeah, let's put this one on,
Yeah.
or you turn it on YouTube and like, I haven't seen that video in a long time, and then
Yeah.
makes me think of the good times, and then you can feel a little better that way.
Is there a time where you've like visually seen changes in other people's moods when you've like played them a song to cheer them up?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah. If anyone is listening sometimes, or they're on Facebook, and then they'll say, if I play a piece like that one, and somebody will say, if somebody leaves a comment like, "Oh, that really made my day,"
Yeah.
or that really, then I'm like, "Ah, yes."
Such a rewarding feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, even if you get like one person that says
Yeah.
that, I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
that's really
If you could
cool,
help out one
you know?
person, that's enough. So, I'm curious. Do you know how to play any of those old school favorite songs that you used to love? Is there one of those that's like a go-to cover that you love to bless us with?
I could probably do "Enjoy the Silence" for you by Depeche Mode.
Oh yes, I
Is
would.
that okay?
Man, is it okay? Like I'd be offended if you didn't. Oh, but would you mind doing us a favor? Like while you rock this, turn up your mic just a little bit more so we can hear your piano even better.
Oh yeah, I don't. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I don't know if I can, but you know what I'm gonna do next time is I'm gonna hook up. I got an external mic,
Okay.
which I think will be better. I'll hook that up next time. But as I just got this thing, but
Well, I guess I guess the title of the song you're going to play is appropriate then.
"Enjoy the Silence." Yeah.
No, yeah,
um.
but yeah, I'll play it like I'm excited.
All right. Cool. Hopefully I can remember all the words. And I don't have a mic. I don't have a mic on me this time. I'll try to be better set up next time. But
I'll ever need it.
yeah,
Love
yeah,
that song.
totally.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
Words like violence break the silence, come crashing in into my little world. Painful to me, pierce right through me. Can't you understand? Oh, my little girl, all I ever wanted, all I ever needed is here in my arms. Words are very unnecessary, they can only do harm. Words are painful to me, feelings are intense, words so trivial, pleasures remain, so does the pain. Words are meaningless and forgettable, all I ever wanted, all I ever needed is here in my arms. Words are very unnecessary, they can only do harm.
That performance was all I ever wanted and all I ever needed, Jason. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, thanks. You're too kind. Thanks.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, what you call it? Yeah, I love Depeche Mode.
Oh
Such
man.
a
Except,
go ahead.
do you like to? Do you ever do karaoke? Do you ever do karaoke?
Not in years. So like I
Okay.
usually like,
'Cause
but yeah, I'm down to jam, brother. What you call it? What did you have in mind?
No, I was gonna say, I used to love to do karaoke just to kind of practice singing, and I chose a Depeche. Don't ever choose a Depeche Mode song if you do karaoke because you're not playing anything. You're just standing there with the microphone,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of parts where there's no singing, so
Well,
like like
that's
it
when you have
works
to
here because I
dance,
got the piano
Jason.
going. Yeah, yeah, right, right.
That's when
So
you
one
have to
time,
dance, Jay.
I know. One time I
Yeah.
did a Depeche Mode song, and it was just like a lot of like it was like you look at the screen, it's like 32 bar instrumental break, and I'm just like, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bust out some harmonies, some oohs.
yeah,
What you call it?
right, right, right,
You got to improv. The show goes on, baby. Uh,
right, right.
when so when did you start so the a lot of the 80s music, a lot of that new wave, did you play a lot of that while you were learning to play instruments?
Actually, no. It's like weird. I didn't get into that till later.
Hmm.
When I was taking my piano lessons, I really didn't. I was younger, and I really didn't have music that I really liked. I was just
Hmm.
listening to the radio. It was kind of like I didn't really know. I didn't really have my. But
Musical taste. Your musical taste wasn't so
yeah,
good.
yeah. I didn't really. Yeah, it was kind of like all over the place, trying to figure out what I liked, and then once I started playing I had like a synth. It wasn't really a synthesizer. It was like a keyboard, but it was okay. It was kind of cheesy. But my
Hmm.
friend came over and he's like, and he was into like U2 and Depeche Mode. And I'm like, who are these people? And he was like, let's try to play this. And that was Enjoy the Silence. It was like one of the first songs we played, like one of the first songs I learned kind of by ear that was like not classical, like, you know, from the book or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I could like sit there and like, because it's not that hard, you know, you can just, and then it has like and he would bring his keyboard over and we would sit there and like play to the track, and it was like really fun. So after that, I was like getting into more of that stuff, you know, like what else can I play here, you know? And I don't know, what was cool about it is like I'd hear these bands at first and it was so foreign to me, you know, because I was just like a teenager used to listening to like top 40. And I was like, look at the way these guys look, and I was like, there's something about this I really like, you know, and I get into it, and then it was like it just took off from there then, you know. So it really wasn't until like high school, college I kind of got into that stuff.
So, you know, one artist we didn't mention that's a kind of a blend between new wave and soul, and like one of my largest influences, so I just got to give a shout out to him, is Prince. Prince is
oh, totally, yes,
yeah,
that's right.
And Prince is somebody, when his music plays, like I can't help but sing it. I can't help but I can't help but sing along. And another artist we didn't mention, somebody who, like, what you call it, no matter what, when there's music plays, I just always end up dancing. Like I find myself dancing and sing along with it too. Is Michael. Michael's music for those who don't know, I'm speaking about Michael Jackson. Sorry, Mr. Bublé, I was talking about Michael Jackson. But yeah, and also sorry, Mr. McDonald. Even though I keep,
my God,
even though I don't worry, we don't keep forgetting you. There's there's something about those music and something about those beats that, like, the way that it feels, you just can't help but feel better, you know, like something about those beats, something about those sonics, and like
totally.
It's
and I'm curious. I'm curious for you, like, because I'm always thinking in my head, like, I'm trying to compare Michael Jackson and Prince, you know, and I'm trying to, because they're similar, you know, similar artists, similar styles, but like both really, really good at what they did, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm trying to like think in my head, like, what would be a good way to like distinguish, you know, and like, what do you have any insight on that? Like, how would you?
One is a better musician, and one is a better dancer. So it's it's two different styles of performing. Like they focused on different things as far as what they specialized in. Whereas Prince was a master musician of all these instruments. Michael,
he played like all the instruments.
Yeah, he played all the instruments, and like such an amazing catalog of music, and such a catalog as a writer. But Michael was a student of so many different types of dance, you know, everything from Fred Astaire to Fosse to the Boogaloos, to the Electric Boogaloos, you know, to he incorporated so many different styles of dance and innovated and brought different types of dance to the world by combining them together. And but like, it was funny, like Michael, when like I heard him once say, Michael said, you know, when God gives me a song in the middle of the night, I have to get up and write it, because if not, he'll give it to Prince. So there's like,
you told me that once. That's did he really say that?
Yeah. So there's like such a healthy love and respect between them too. There's this clip.
Did they get along? Did they?
Fairly well. Like they respected each other, and they, you know, Bad was originally supposed. I think I might have told you got this before. Bad was supposed to be a duet between them, but like, but the line "Your butt is mine" was the deal breaker for the song. There's an amazing clip. All right, so I'm a huge James Brown fan. I was conceived after a James Brown concert. Yeah, like James Brown and a bottle of Thunderbird are the reason I'm here today. Which is a miracle.
True?
Yes, it's very true. Which is a miracle, because my father had a Datsun. So, like, me being here is a miracle on multiple levels. Like,
that's great.
So there's an amazing clip. It's one of my favorite clips of all time. James Brown is performing, and James Brown, Michael Jackson out there. Michael, come up, get up here. Michael. It's like, so like Michael Jackson gets up and he sings like part of, like, I think he like sings a line from he sings a couple of lines and does a little bit of dancing, you know, like, and does like the James Brown shuffle for a second with his feet, and then after that he goes and whispers something in like James Brown's ear, and then oh, and then James Brown comes back to stage. Oh, I just heard the Prince is here. Prince is here too. Prince is here on stage. Prince
my
coming
God.
up. So like Michael Jackson went and told James Brown that Prince was there to have Prince come up. So but then Prince, you see Prince riding on this like big, this big, looks like the biggest biker, you know, dude forever, you know, like long beard, like white guy with the long beard, and Prince is like riding on his back through the crowd to the stage. And as he gets
my
to the
God.
stage, he like flips off one glove, and then when he gets to the stage, he flips off another glove, and then he gets there and just like grabs a guitar and plays and sings. So that's like the only time I know of where all three are on the stage at the same time, which is
Dang,
like a
man.
yeah. So like it's a beautiful clip. If you guys can find it out there, go find it. It's like a just
Yeah, I
tap the
gotta
three
find
names
that.
together. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
gorgeous.
that's super cool.
Yeah. So, is there anything else you want to play for us right now? Like any Prince, any The Cure? I love Song by Cure. That's like one of my favorite Cure songs.
Oh yeah. You know, I played the drums to that the other day,
Okay,
but
nice.
but,
Any
I
other
don't-
songs? Any other go-to covers that you could just rock? Either
I could do
either-
I could do a U2 cover if that's all right.
yeah.
Okay.
If
That
it's if it's all right with me, if it's all right with you too.
I like that. All right. It's you remember that song called "Running to Stand Still"? It was off of the Joshua Tree album,
I think
and
so.
it was just kind of like
I might recognize it after you start rocking it.
yeah, it was pretty slow, but it's
So she woke up from where she was, lying still, said, I gotta do something about where we're going. Step on a steam train, step out of the driving rain, maybe run from the darkness in the night, singing that's wrong. Singing ah la 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 day, ah la 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 day, ah la la day. Sweet the sin, the bitter the taste in my mouth. I see 7 towers, but I only see one way out. You gotta cry without weeping, talk without speaking, scream without raising your voice. No, I took the poison from the poison stream, then I floated out of here, singing ah la 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 day, ah la 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 day, ah la la day. She runs through the streets with her eyes painted red, under a black belly of cloud in the rain. In through a doorway she brings me white golden pearls, stolen from the sea. She is raging, and the storm blows up in her eyes. She will suffer the needle chill. She's running to stand still.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Just down the stairs. Da, 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 da. Just Jason Farnham on a Friday. Killing it,
harmonies.
bringing life. Oh, thank you, brother. I enjoyed your entire.
That was cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
Oh, thanks, man. I haven't played that one in a while, so I couldn't remember the one chord in the chorus, but we got it.
Yeah,
we got there.
it. We got there. we, Mama, we made it.
That's right. That's right.
All right. So, thank Jason and Petra for their beautiful music tonight.
That's right.
Yes.
Thank you, Anthony. Thanks for having me again. This was fun. It's always fun.
Yes. Tell the beautiful people where they can find you.
Yeah, so jasonfarnham.com, or you can find me on social media, Facebook, Jason Farnham Music, and on Instagram, same thing, at Jason Farnham Music. Beautiful.
Jason Farnham Music. So check it out. We're going to play one of your songs, Love Around the World. Want to tell us anything about that song for those who don't know anything about it?
Yeah, actually, I just had some strings recorded on that.
Oh, you added some extra
strings.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going to come out with a new version of that. I had an orchestra in the Czech Republic play some string, because it's cheaper if you use, it's expensive if you use an orchestra here, but I heard, Eastern European orchestras, and so they had an arrangement and they put like the strings in there, and I did like the live kind of like broadcast thing.
Nice.
Got to see what they're doing. So I'm going to mix that, and then I'm going to do a version of me singing the vocals with the strings, which should be kind of cool. Nice. But it's basically a world peace song.
Nice.
It features different people from different countries saying love around the world in their own languages.
Exclusive news, y'all. He pulled a few strings to get an orchestra from Czech Republic to rock on the track.
That's right.
And Jason, my brother, it was always such a pleasure to jam with you, to converse with you, to talk about music, to talk about life. We're going to play Love Around the World. We're going to get you back again next week, right?
Yeah, I'm down for it. I love it. Yeah.
All right. Love you too, brother. Have love to the family, and give Eleanor a plug for me.
I will.
Love Around the World, Jason Farnham. Stay tuned. Listen to this beautiful song.
Thanks, Anthony.
Love you, brother. You're welcome. Thank you.
Thanks.
In America. Love around the world.
This is the time to change our lives. And these are the feelings you can't deny. After all we've done and all we've seen, well, this is who we are and where we've been. If we can put our differences aside, then the walls between us can melt away. If we can dig down deep inside, I know
Do you have viruses or malware warnings? Have a problem with your computer and need help? 24 hours, 7 days. Computer Emergency Services. Convenience and savings at your fingertips. Download our free app and keep in touch.
A healthy mind requires balance, and balancing the wheel is your guide to finding more happiness, healthier lifestyle, and a successful practice in whatever you do. I'm Dr. Daniel Sadiq, author of Balancing the Wheel, and you can find it on Amazon under balancingthewheel.com/book or in the Audibles in audiobooks.com.